My name is Dr. Michael Stewart, and I serve as the Associate Vice President for Student Affairs here at Middle Georgia State University. As we prepare to begin our ceremony this afternoon, we ask for your assistance in ensuring that the family member or friend you are here to see gets the recognition that they have earned. The graduation procession will begin in a few moments, and you'll be able to see the entire ceremony on the screens to my left and right. Any guests not already seated at this time will be asked to remain where they are until the graduation procession has concluded. After that time, guests will be allowed to move to their seats. We do request that you remain seated during the procession. A video recording will be available on our YouTube channel for you to share with your family and friends. Also, professional photographers are capturing still shots of your loved ones as they make their way into the venue and across the stage. During the ceremony, all of our graduates look forward to hearing their name called as they cross the stage. So we ask that you please limit your celebrations and hold your applause until the end, when our provost will invite you to join him in offering our heartfelt congratulations to all of our graduates. On a related note, although we believe that all of our graduates are important, honor graduates who are receiving bachelor's degrees are recognized with a Latin phrase given after the reading of their name. Those who graduate cum laude, which means with honor, earned a grade point average of between 3.5 and 3.7. Those who graduate magna cum laude, which means with great honor, earned a grade point average of between 3.7 and 3.9. And those who graduate summa cum laude, or with highest honor, earned a grade point average of between 3.9 and 4.0. As a final sound-related request, we ask that you now check to see that you've silenced your cell phone. Lastly, at the end of the ceremony, Dr. Blake will ask you to stand during the alma mater if you will remain standing. And then we ask that when the ceremony ends, you exit the building and proceed outside to continue the celebration with your graduates. In the unlikely event of an emergency or evacuation during today's ceremony, we ask you to calmly move to the designated exits as we work then to communicate further instructions. Now, with those preliminaries out of the way, we invite you to enjoy the spring commencement ceremony for Middle Georgia State University.
Please be seated, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. David Jenks. I am the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Middle Georgia State University, and it is an honor to welcome you to campus. President Blake and I join with MGA faculty and staff, along with parents, relatives, friends, guests, and dignitaries to celebrate our spring 2025 graduating class. We extend our appreciation to all who have been involved in planning and preparing for today's commencement ceremony. Their efforts has made this one a day to remember. On this truly special day, we celebrate the achievements of our graduates. This semester, we confer 15 dual enrollment students with degrees and certificates through our Georgia Academy program, marking a significant milestone for the institution. They join over 700 graduates, each of whom has persevered to reach this personal achievement. To celebrate the accomplishments of all graduating students, we host 2 commencement ceremonies on campus today, with 3 having taken place yesterday. These smaller ceremonies provide a personalized experience, ensuring that graduates can celebrate in a way that is both meaningful and memorable. As we gather in celebration, it is also important to acknowledge the challenges and losses we have faced this year. I ask that we take a moment to pause and remember those who are not with us today. Please direct your attention to the stage, where you will see an empty chair draped in regalia. This chair represents the absence of our beloved students, staff members, faculty members who have passed away over the year. May their legacy inspire us to continue to make a positive impact in the world and to cherish every moment with those we love. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor their memory. Thank you. Today, we celebrate commencement, a new beginning. For graduates, that may mean moving away from an area of comfort, leaving the spaces of learning, and possibly parting ways with close friends. This commencement ceremony marks the beginning of a new pattern of life, a new schedule, and a new set of responsibilities. However, before the candidates for graduation move on, let us all enjoy today's ceremony and celebrate what has been accomplished. Let's take a moment to recognize just how far all of our graduation candidates have come while so much in life has changed during their studies. Candidates, if you are the first in your family to graduate from college, please stand and remain standing. If you are a parent while being a student, please stand and remain standing. If you are or have been a first responder while being a student, please stand and remain standing. If you are active duty, an armed forces veteran, or in a military family, please stand and remain standing. If you had or have a full-time or part-time job while taking courses, please stand and remain standing. If you are proud of the work you've done and are ready to receive your diploma, please stand and remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, the spring 2025 graduating class of Middle Georgia State University. Candidates, you have received a great deal of help getting to this point. This support has come from many people in your life, including your family, friends, possibly donors of a scholarship. Now let's take time to appreciate those who helped get you here today. Faculty members, please stand and remain standing. The faculty at Middle Georgia State University have certified that all candidates have completed the requirements for their respective degrees. Their continuous support and dedication to higher education enables us all to be here today. Join me in thanking them with a round of applause. Several others have helped you on your journey. Parents, please stand and remain standing. Grandparents, please stand. Spouses and children, please stand and remain standing. Siblings, extended family, partners, and friends, please stand and remain standing. Candidates, take a moment to look around at everybody standing behind you and think about those who couldn't be here today. Find your people. Join me in a round of applause to honor those who helped you attain your goal of becoming a university graduate. And now, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Aiden Mozingo, a junior in our BA in Music program.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Aiden. Please be seated, everyone. Thank you. Candidates, as you reflect on your educational journey here at Middle Georgia State University, it's also important to recognize the significant impact that our donors have had on your experience. Please welcome Nancy White, Executive Director of the Foundation and Vice President for Advancement, who will give greetings on behalf of the MGA Foundation. Nancy?
Good afternoon. I am delighted to be here today to celebrate the incredible journey of all of you MGA graduates. Our MGA Foundation was established to raise private funds dedicated to supporting our students on their path to graduation, and we take immense pride in your achievements. Thanks to the generous contributions to our foundations, many graduates have received scholarships and emergency assistance. Every MGA grad has benefited from our foundation's support, enhancing your classroom experiences and campus programs. As you embark on your next chapter, we encourage you to remain engaged as proud alumni throughout your careers. Today, you join a vibrant alumni association of over 47,000 members worldwide. Your ongoing connection to our alumni family will help strengthen MGA as a university. So congratulations again on this significant milestone, and go Knights.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Chris Blake. I have the honor of serving as the president of Middle Georgia State University. Each year, our Student Honor and Awards Board designates a President's Scholar from the entire senior class. The student who is chosen must have an outstanding academic record, have been involved in campus and civic activity, and have exemplified a commitment to their growth at Middle Georgia State and to our values of stewardship, engagement, adaptability, and learning. The individual speaking to you shortly was selected to represent the senior class of 2025, and she exceeds those qualities. Amanda Jimison's love for nursing began at age 13 when she was diagnosed with lupus and kidney failure. Amanda remembers the nurses who took wonderful care of her and how dedicated they were. This experience started a dream, and an intention of wanting to become a pediatric oncology nurse. Amanda graduated from MGA yesterday with her bachelor's in nursing. Her instructors referred to her as a joy to teach, always eager to learn and deeply engaged in what happened in the classroom. She even brought her own supplies from her peritoneal dialysis to class to share with others and to help them understand her condition. Her enthusiasm and dedication to sharing her knowledge have made a lasting impact. She has stated more than once how her education at MGA has been an asset to her life and her learning. Her faculty are proud of her accomplishments, as we are of each and every one of you. She represents what is in front of me right now, the talent and the dedication to make the world a better place through learning. It is my pleasure to introduce, on your behalf, representing the senior class of 2025, Miss Amanda Jimmerson. Amanda.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be speaking to you at Middle Georgia State University's Spring 2025 Commencement Ceremony. I want to start off by thanking the professors for their wisdom, encouragement, and guidance that they have provided for us throughout the years. I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates and offer a few words before we embark on wherever life takes us next. Today is the day of celebration, a day where we stand at the threshold of new beginnings. It's a day that marks the end of one chapter and the exciting start of another. But for me, today represents something even more profound. It symbolizes a journey not just of academic growth, but of survival, strength, and most importantly, the power of hope. 3 years ago, I found myself in a battle for my life, struggling to breathe and fighting against an invisible force that seemed much stronger than I was. A ventilator became my lifeline, and I was confined to a world where every breath felt like a victory, and every moment outside that machine felt like a dream I wasn't sure I'd be able to wake from. But in those moments, when hope seemed distant and the future uncertain, something remarkable happened. I realized that, just like any struggle, giving up was never an option. The fight just wasn't for survival, it was for my dreams, my purpose, and my future. As I came off that ventilator, each breath I took wasn't just a sign of recovery, it was a reminder of resilience. I stopped thinking if, but I started thinking when. Today, as we stand here on this stage, we are reminded that our journey, whether it's one of overcoming personal obstacles, academic challenges, or moments of doubt, does not end when we in this moment. In fact, this moment is a new beginning. It's a beginning where we can breathe freely again, where our dreams are no longer confined by limitations. I know that many of you have faced your own challenges, whether seen or unseen, and at some point you may have wondered if it was all worth it. You may have felt like giving up was easier than pushing forward, but let me tell you this, do not ever give up on your dreams. No matter how far away they seem, no matter how difficult the road ahead may be, always remember that hope is the breath that keeps us going. One thing to remember is to always be tougher than the situation you are in. Graduating today is not just a testament of our intelligence, our hard work, or our achievements, it is a testament to our courage, to every late night, every tear shed, and every moment of doubt, and every small and large victory along the way. We've made it this far, and now it's time to take a deep breath and embrace the future. The world is full of possibilities, and it's waiting for us to step into it with all of our strength, all of our passion, and all of our hopes. You've already proven that you have what it takes to face the hardest battles and rise above them. So no matter where life takes you from here, never forget to breathe, never forget to hope, and never forget that your dreams are worth fighting for. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Amanda. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our Spring 2025 Commencement speaker. Retired Brigadier General John C. Kubenick was the commander of the Warner Robins Air Logistics Complex, Robins Air Force Base in Georgia from 2016 to 2020. As commander, he served a world-class workforce of 8,000 military and civilian professionals. The complex performs a unique mission set of depot maintenance and modification on all variants of the F-15, C-130, C-5, C-17, E-8, RQ-4, TH-1H, and Special Operations Forces aircraft, supporting a diverse customer base, including U.S. Air Force, U.S. Navy, and foreign military sales. Additionally, as if that's not enough, he was responsible for the maintenance, repair, and overhaul of diverse aircraft components, avionics, and electronic warfare equipment, along with development and sustainment of mission-critical software, test program sets, and automated test equipment encompassing more than $1.5 billion annually. The complex is one of 3 Air Force logistics complexes and the largest single-site industrial complex in the state of Georgia. Retired Brigadier General Kubenick received his commission from the U.S. Air Force Academy in 1992. He is a career aircraft munitions maintenance officer and has commanded at the squadron group and wing levels, as well as served in key staff positions at the center, major command, headquarters Air Force, and combatant command levels. Prior to his last position, he served as the Senior Special Assistant to the Supreme Allied Commander, Europe, and Commander of the United States European Command. Retired Brigadier General John C. Kubenick was appointed to the State Veterans Service Board in 2020 by Governor Brian Kemp. Please welcome a true friend to Middle Georgia State University, our commencement speaker, retired Brigadier General John C. Kubenick.
Thank you all very much. It's great to be here today. Class of 2025, congratulations. Dr. Jenks, your introduction is longer than my commencement speech, I think, so I apologize for that to you all. Hey, let's hear it from the pilot side of the graduating class. Let's hear it from them. Let's hear it from our air traffic control side of our graduating class. There we go. Let's hear it from our maintainers that are here. There we go. All right. Dr. Blake, thank you for having me, sir. You're a great friend, and I appreciate the kind invitation. It's an honor to be your commencement speaker in 2025. My name's John Kubenick. I've been blessed to spend my entire adult life in the aviation world. 28 years in the United States Air Force, and then the last 5 years working with aviation maintenance companies around the United States. It gets in your blood, doesn't it? That's why you're doing what you're doing. It gets in your blood. It's a noble and worthy calling, and I'm thrilled that we have people as sharp as you that have dedicated yourselves to joining this profession. I say welcome to the world of aviation. I have to admit, though, I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, a commencement speaker is a big deal, and when Dr. Blake asked if I would do it, I had to think about it because, man, it's a big deal. I don't want to let you all down. But then I thought back to some of my commencements and to my commencement speakers, and I realized I didn't remember any of them or anything they said, so the pressure is off of me today, all right? Pressure is off. While you might not remember what I said today, okay, who's kidding? You will not remember what I said today. I hope you'll remember these 2 things, and I hope that you walk away. This is how we feel about you. This is how the faculty and staff feel about you. This is how your parents, your friends, your family, your people think about you. This is what you need to take away. We are proud of you, and we're counting on you. We are proud of you, and we are counting on you. All right? I could drop the mic and go there, but I got a little bit more to say. Yeah, please. Yeah. I got to spend some time with Dr. Blake earlier this week. You all love Dr. Blake? I love Dr. Blake. He's great, isn't he? So I got some time to spend with him, and I wanted to ask, since I was with him, what advice do you have for me as a commencement speaker? Because I've not done this before, so I wanted to figure it out. He reminded me that you all have been lectured for the last number of years, and you don't need any more lectures. That this group over here is taking care of that. And then he shared a secret with me, which I thought was really cool. Is it okay if I share? Okay. All right. So I'm going to share this secret. He gave me the secret to a good commencement speech. So someday you all will be giving a commencement speech. By the way, as I'm talking about speeches, Give it up for your student speaker, Amanda. Well done. So I'm going to tell you what Dr. Blake said is the key to a good commencement speech. Now you have to think about, I can't do the British accent, so you'll have to think about it in his, very refined, sophisticated accent. Okay, the 5 B's to do a good commencement speech. Be brief, brother. Be brief. All right, so with that, let's get on. Let's get on with it. Graduates, I had something in here where I wanted you to turn around and look at everyone in the room. Dr. Jenks already did that, so now I want you to think about all the people that are here for you, all right? Now think about all the faculty members that served you. And by the way, while I'm talking about that, think about the ones that were hardest on you. Because with some distance and perspective, those will be the ones that you remember when you're out in your careers. All right, so think about our faculty members, think about our staff, think about all your people that are here, think about all the people that are watching online. Okay, you got that in your mind? Okay, after today, we will all be putting our lives in your hands. Now, I don't say that to be somber, it's not a downer. It's the truth of what you are about to do in the world of aviation. We have a sacred trust to always do what is right. Because frankly, people's lives depend on what we do. It depends on what you do. In this nation, we take aviation, we take flying for granted. We assume when we get on that Delta Airlines flight, everything's going to go exactly like it should go. And it usually does. But why does it? It's because of the dedication of men and women like you that make it happen every day. You're not going to get the accolades. You're only going to be in the newspaper if something doesn't go right. People aren't going to be patting you on the back, hey, thanks for that great safe flight I just had. They're going to complain because you were 5 minutes late. But we in aviation have a sacred trust to always do what's right because our nation is putting their lives in your hands. And I know that you're ready for that. So let me share 3 quick things to think about as you enter this sacred trust. In the Air Force, we have this motto. It's kind of we talked about it as our mission is to fly, fight, and win. I always loved fly, fight, and win. Now, we change things all the time, but for those fellow veterans, Air Force veterans of mine that are out there, fly, fight, and win always kind of sticks with you, right? It's simple. It gets to the point. So I'll modify that a bit for us here today. Fly, fix, control, and win is what we're going to do as we enter the workforce. So when I was a commander at the depot at Warner Robins, the highlight of my career to command that maintenance organization, I charged my team with the following, and I'll give you this same charge today. Charge number 1, remember, fly, fight, and win. Win in your primary job every day. Win in your primary job every day. There will be a lot of pressure on you as you enter the workforce, but you have to remain laser focused on your job each and every day. To do this, you need to be fanatical about executing the fundamentals of your business. There can be no shortcuts. There can be no deviations. Our tech manuals, every note, warning, and caution that are in them, they're all written in blood. We have to follow them. There's no room for making things up or taking shortcuts in the aviation business. You got to win in your job every single day. We got to guard against complacency. I know you're just entering the workforce. Everything is new. You're learning. You're getting that experience. So it's hard to think about being complacent when everything's going to be a new challenge for you. But soon, you're going to get comfortable in what you're doing. You'll get comfortable with the experience you have. And that's fine. It's fine to be comfortable. Just never get complacent. Think about winning your job every day. All right, number 2, enable others to win. Aviation is a team sport, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't figured that out already, I'm sure you know it. I love the fact that this aviation school has our air traffic controllers, our maintainers, and our pilots all in one school. Y'all, that doesn't happen many places. I give Middle Georgia State a ton of credit for seeing the need and understanding that aviation is a team sport, and we all have to work together. None of you can succeed without each other, so look for ways to enable your partners to succeed in their missions. Win in your daily mission, enable others to win, and develop and grow winners. That's what Middle Georgia State's doing with you right now. They are developing and growing over 100 winners to go out into the aviation world. Now, I know it's kind of hard to think as you're a new graduate about how can you help develop and grow other winners. But many of you, especially the pilots, are going to be going into flight training. You're going to be training other people right away. And you're going to have to develop and grow that next class of folks that are entering the workforce. Growing the future of aviation is critically important for our nation. You will each play a key role in that by how you mentor people and the example that you set. If you think about it, I looked at a recent study from Boeing. Over the next 20 years, this is the worldwide demand for new pilots. Over the next 20 years, worldwide, get this, 674,000 new pilots worldwide needed over the next 20 years. And how about our maintenance technicians? You ready for it? 716,000 maintenance technicians will be needed worldwide. Y'all, we're going to need you to recruit, to develop, and to grow winners in the future so we have more people joining your ranks. And you don't need to look any further than the national headlines to understand how critical the air traffic controllers are to our nation right now. Just to get to adequate staffing levels in our nation, we are 3,000 air traffic controllers short today, right now. That's not 20 years in the future, that's today. Thankfully, we're adding a bunch to the ranks here today. These stats simply mean that your nation needs you. They need each and every one of you. And you need to help us grow that workforce and that generation that comes behind you. Win in your primary job every day. Enable others to win. Develop and grow winners. As you enter this sacred trust of aviation professionals, take one thing away. Remember what I said earlier. We are proud of you, and we are counting on you. Thank you very much.
Brigadier General Kubenick, in gratitude for your time and thoughtful words for us today, an honorarium has been given to the Middle Georgia State University Foundation in your name. Nancy White has a small token of our appreciation. Thank you both. On behalf of the Middle Georgia State University faculty, it is my honor to congratulate the Spring 2025 graduates on this special occasion. Commencement is a time to recognize your academic accomplishments, so we join your family and friends in celebrating your success. And we are missing a page. Impromptu. Candidates, a couple of quick things that you need to know about crossing the stage. When your name is called, you will come up, you'll be shake hands, come over to the president on this side, and he will stop you, hand you a diploma, take a picture. Do not try and run past him. If you go past him, he will chase you down. It's never good. You'll have your card over, that picture, and then you're good to go. Graduates, are you ready to walk across the stage? That is not good enthusiasm there. Let me check with your family real quick. Everybody else ready to see him walk across the stage? And now, assisting with the presentation of degree candidates, President Blake, our academic dean, our registrar, Miss Angie O'Neill, and our commencement caller, Dr. Jennifer Brannon.
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Brannon, Vice President for Student Affairs. It's my pleasure to call forth each of the graduates participating in today's ceremony. Candidates with degrees in the School of Aviation, please come forward to receive congratulations from Dean Clark, Provost Jenks, and President Blake. Alia Abiola Adio. Bachelor of Science in Aviation, Science and Management. Kylie R. Brown. Peyton S. Brown, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Joseph A. Davis V, magna cum laude, President's List Scholar. Jordan A. Davison, magna cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Maximilian Philos Duckett, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. Aya Elamase Zarioi. Andrew N. Elkins. Olatide Filet. Robert A. Gambrill. Lorenzo J. Garcia. Ansley W. Gates, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. William L. Harris, magna cum laude, President's List Scholar. Julie D. Holloway, magna cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Hamilton Hippolyte, magna cum laude, President's List Scholar. Katie A. Kirkland. Janelle Simone Lewis. Matthew R. Maple. Killian L. McGrath, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. Patricia C. Perez, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Michael John Piccarelli, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. Benjamin T. Quick, magna cum laude, President's List Scholar. Santiago Quintero, magna cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Kyle Registry. Edward David Sayers, magna cum laude, President's List Scholar. Randall Lee Scott, magna cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Patrick J. Seidel. Justin Robert Skaggs, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. Christopher Skomsky. Dennis Narchis Soren. Avery Grace Starker, magna cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Garrett T. Stevenson. Amish Talukar Nevis, summa cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Caitlin Ann Taylor. Austin Underhill. Zachary Keith Hartley, BAS in Technical Management. Kayla Keen Shepard, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Brandon Smith. Maverick Leland Bryant, Dean's List Scholar, AAS in Aviation Maintenance Technology. Donald Joseph Hall, President's List Scholar. Wei Lin Tett. Garrett Dale Madden, Dean's List Scholar. Chase Bradley Michael. Arya Paresh Kumar Patel, President's List Scholar. Tyler Stephen Shago, Dean's List Scholar, Aviation Maintenance, and one-year certificate. Shango S. Woodside, Aviation Maintenance and one-year certificate. Jacob A. Harrison, President's List Scholar, AAS in Air Traffic Management. Ethan Hill, President's List Scholar. Tyler Muncie, President's List Scholar. Dante Robinson. Micah C. Binford, certificate in AMT. Stephen Allen Blair. Mason Bordeaux. Deandra Bryant. Keegan Burton. Nicholas Andrew Kropick. Renee Mendieta Oviedo. Jabulani Tabu Mojo. Jesse Dwayne Pinder. James C. Polk. Niquay Robinson.
Jeffrey Rogers Jr.
Jeffrey E. Rogers Jr. Gabriel Emilio Santos. Cody Singletary. Elijah James Sutherland. Jess Allen Watkins. Jaden Anthony Woodall. Jacob Noah Ray. Victoria Watkins, Bachelor of Science in Health Services Administration. James Coles, Bachelor of Science in Sports Management. Trevor McCravey, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Deja Scott, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice.
Middle name?
Brooklyn Vershelle Rouse, Bachelor of Science Psychology. Markel Dean, Associate of Science in Health Science. Marquez Terrell Thomas Gray, Bachelor of Arts in New Media and Communication. Cedric Jerome Brown, Bachelor of Arts in Music. Caleb A. McLeod Hughes, Associate of Arts. Carlos Gomes, President's List Scholar, Associate of Arts.
And now, as my last act at commencement ceremony this evening, President Blake, on behalf of the faculty, I proudly present these candidates who have now satisfied all requirements for graduation and ask that you confer upon them their respective degrees.
In these few words and few seconds, we transition you to a new moment in your life, which we hope will inspire you for the rest of your life. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree or certificate you have so diligently pursued, with all the rights and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations! And at Middle Georgia, we have a tradition to celebrate and symbolize that transition that you have just gone through. Would you, the people who are about to walk down in front of us here were all once sitting in chairs like you right now. Were graduates at Middle Georgia State. Will you welcome back your alumni colleagues, please? Come back, alumni. You want to do it? All right. Now once you've smiled at them and said hello, I mean, like they're friendly people. They've come back to congratulate you. What we're going to do in a moment is that graduates, you are wearing a cap and my tassel is sewn in. I can't remove it. But if yours is not sewn in, move it to the right side. The right side means that you haven't yet graduated. Well, we're now going to celebrate, yes, you have. So what's going to happen is that the alumni are going to turn the tassel over to the left on the row in front of them. Then the first row is going to turn around and do it to the second row, and so on. You are bright people, you understand logistics, and you understand formula. Please stand up, graduates. We're going to count down and officially visualize, symbolize that you are now forever graduates. 3, 2, 1, please go, alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2025. Please be seated. Please be seated. Well, as the president, I get the final lecture, but it's a very brief one. Our faculty and our staff and your peers have encouraged you to find the very best in you and to become part of that family of MGA alumni. That pin that you received when you left the stage, that signifies you are now in a family of 47,000 others who, like you, are taking their knowledge and making the world a better place. Because, as educated individuals, yes, our lives are meant to be empowered through grace, to grow, to learn, but they're also, we're asked, we're blessed to give back, to help society, and to contribute to the common good. That is what a Middle Georgia State degree is about. We ask you, as you heard earlier from General Kubinik, to know that we have pride in you, and we're also going to count on you. And I know you will do that. I know you will do that. And in this transition that has been going on, we've been thinking about this university, and we hope it plays a role in the rest of your lives. We hope you will stay connected. We hope you will join in the alumni events over the years ahead. We hope you will be fond of your alma mater. And to celebrate that moment, I ask you to look at the screen on my left or my right and to hear a rendition of our alma mater that we wrote when we became a university, performed by the MGA Chamber Singers under the direction of Dr. Rebecca Lanning. And I always encourage you to sing along particularly those of you with great voices, and so now's your chance to show us that. So with that, please turn your attention to the screen.
Through the rolling hills of Georgia, in the heart of the great beach state, we build our future-shaping lives. The quest is ours to take, with boundless possibilities and the lessons of the past. We sons and daughters of MGA, our friendships ever last. We knights of truth and honor, with knowledge as our sword, we raise our voices loud and clear, our hearts at MGA.
Now, in 60 seconds, we will formally conclude. A couple of housekeeping points. First of all, I had the honor of shaking your hands, which meant by the end of the ceremony, I'd shaken about 200. And that means that before you go out and grab the first piece of fruit or cookie and put it in your mouth, it's probably worth washing your hands or finding a hand sanitizer, okay? Healthy. We want you healthy for the rest of the weekend. Secondly, a lot of people have worked really hard. Everyone in this room has supported and loved you over many years, but over many weeks and months, a lot of my colleagues, a lot of your faculty, and a lot of staff have worked to stage this event. It takes a team to do this. And a lot of people, I won't name them all, that many of them are in this room, but many are not. But I think it would be nice if we let them know that they are knights too, and we thank you for what you've done to make this development. And the final piece of housekeeping is that we would ask our very, very welcome family and guests, would you please allow the graduates to recess? The processional party will go, then the graduates will be let out. Please stay in your seats or stay in here until our graduates have left the room. And with that, I would ask you to rise, everybody. It is my honor to announce that the class of 2025 has graduated, and therefore I declare that these commencement exercises are now formally concluded. Godspeed and go Knights!